beneath the surface of your everyday identity. Beneath your habits, your name, your history, and even your thoughts. There are deeper layers of who you are. Most of us live on the surface, reacting, performing, chasing, fearing, but inside, there is something far more expansive. Something true. Something eternal. Today, we're going to journey through the 7 layers of the inner self. From ego to essence. From the voice in your head to the voice of your soul. This isn't philosophy. It's a remembering. Because at your core, you already know who you are. Let's begin. Layer 1, the ego self. This is where most of us live. The ego self is your personality, your story, your social mask. It's the part of you that says, I am what I have. I am what I do. I am what others think of me. It's the identity that gets nervous in a crowd, that craves approval, that avoids failure. The ego isn't bad, it helps you function in the world. But it's limited. It defines you by your roles: student, parent, achiever, outcast. It's built from childhood experiences, praise and punishment, comparison and survival. The ego screams loudest when it's threatened. Because it doesn't know the real you, only the image it's worked so hard to protect. But you are not your ego. Layer 2, the reactive mind. Beneath the ego is the layer of thought. The voice in your head. The chatter that never stops. It replays conversations. It predicts worst-case scenarios. It analyzes, judges, fears, plans, overthinks. This is the reactive mind, constantly scanning for problems, constantly reacting to life instead of responding with awareness. Most of our suffering comes from this layer, because the mind tells stories we believe without questioning. But you are not your thoughts. You are the one who hears them. And once you notice this, something shifts. You begin to separate from the voice. You start to observe instead of absorb. And that's when the next layer opens. Layer 3, the emotional body. This is the place of feeling. Joy, grief, rage, longing, love. Your emotional body stores experiences, both expressed and suppressed. And whether you face them or not, they live in you. In your chest, your stomach, your jaw. Sometimes emotions are yours. Sometimes they're inherited, or absorbed from others. Your body remembers what your mind forgets. Unhealed emotions become patterns. Triggers. Reactions that seem automatic but have deep roots. When you begin to feel instead of flee, you access incredible power. Because emotion is energy in motion. And when it's allowed to move, it transforms. It guides. It heals. You are not your feelings, but your willingness to feel. Brings you closer to truth. Layer 4, the observer. Now something beautiful happens. You begin to sense the part of you that watches. This is the observer. The silent witness. It doesn't judge. It doesn't cling. It just sees. In moments of stillness, when you're meditating, staring at the ocean, or simply watching your breath, you feel it. This awareness has no name, no history, no story. It sees the ego. It hears the mind. It feels the emotion, but it is none of them. This is the seat of consciousness. And it's always been there, like a sky that holds every cloud. You can't find it by force. Only by stillness. By presence. And in that space, you remember, I am awareness. I am not the storm. I am the sky. Layer 5, the soul voice. As you deepen your awareness, a new voice begins to emerge. It doesn't come from the head. It rises from the heart, the gut, the body. This is the soul voice, a deep knowing that guides you with calm conviction. It speaks in intuition, in nudges, in dreams. It shows up as creative sparks, as yes or no in your chest. The soul voice doesn't shout. It whispers. It doesn't explain. It just knows. And when you listen, you feel peace. Even if the path is uncertain. The soul doesn't need logic. It moves in alignment. When you start to follow this voice, you stop living for approval. You start living from truth. Layer 6, the divine spark. Go deeper, and you touch something sacred. The light behind the light. The breath beneath the breath. This is your divine spark. The part of you that is not separate from God, from Source, from the infinite. It was never born and cannot die. It's not personal. It's universal. It's the same flame in every being, just wearing different names, faces, and forms. This is where oneness lives. Where the illusion of separation dissolves. Here, I am not just connected to the divine. I am the divine, expressing itself as me. When you touch this layer, love becomes natural. Judgment melts. You see yourself in others. And others in yourself. Layer 7, the essence. At the very core is essence. Pure presence. Beyond ideas, beyond words. It's not something you can define, only something you can be. Essence is when you're not trying. When you're not performing. When you're just here. Alive. Whole. It's the you that existed before fear. Before labels. Before the world told you who to be. Essence is not something you find. It's something you return to. Something you remember. In moments of deep peace, of unconditional love, of awe beneath the stars, that's when you're in it. That's when you're home. So now, take a moment. Close your eyes, and breathe. Can you feel your ego self, the one that tries so hard? Can you hear your mind, racing to interpret this? Can you sense your feelings, stirred up or calmed down by these words? Can you notice the observer, the you that sees it all? Can you hear your soul voice, quietly resonating with truth? Can you feel the divine spark flicker in your chest? Can you taste the stillness? The nameless essence within you? You are not broken. You are layered. And the journey is not about escaping the outer layers, but integrating them. Honoring each one as a step on the path back home. From ego to essence. From noise to knowing. From illusion to truth. You were never lost. Only hidden beneath the noise. And now, you remember. Welcome home.